Okay, what is already today we're back again with another video, and today we are going to be just trying around again and going around the map. And I read through a little bit of the map in terms of where we're going to be finding animals, and my plan was that we're going to try and stick to the desert area here on the west side of the map to see what we can find. And according to the notes that we were given to us, apparently there are going to be more of the Mexican bobcats, the peccary, I think some pheasants, and I think in some of these centralized areas, maybe over here, we might get lucky and find maybe something like some white-tailed deer. But we're just going to go and look out. We're going to make it a little bit later. And I'm kind of hoping to find either the bobcat during time or the peccary during time, so that we can hunt one of those in their active drink times and actually be successful when going to these lakes around here. Now, in tomorrow's video, I think we're going to try and go a little bit around the southern eastern area and maybe try and hit up these lakes in the top there as well. So basically today we're going to do the west, tomorrow we're going to do the east side, and yesterday we just did our first impression of the whole new map. Now, one thing I do want to say very quickly, again, big thank you to EW for letting us play this. And another thing, I think I showed this off in yesterday's video as well, but just wanted to show again, you actually do take damage when you run into a cacti, and if you continuously run into it, you won't get more damage as far as I see, but if you move ever so slightly to the left or right, you will take damage again. Now the damage, as you see, we ran in there like 3 or 4 times and we just took minimal damage, but of course that will add up because there is a ton of cacti, so you should definitely be careful here when you try and auto run around. Now I know that currently there's nothing here to drink, but just look at how beautiful this watering hole looks. Well, technically this little lake here, but I think this looks really stunning. Now this doesn't have again anything to do with animals, but we also have to just appreciate how good the reserve looks. And I'm a big fan of this, how it goes kind of from the deserty to a little bit more of a very, like, not thick but very lush and green kind of watering hole here. So, and it's open enough to be able to see animals. It's not really thick where you can't see anything drinking here. Like, I'd assume if there's an animal here, like, you'd be able to see that it's around this area. Maybe with the peccaries and coyotes it's going to be a little bit harder, but generally you are going to be able to see your animal here and see that something is going to be drinking here, which I think is very nice. And if you haven't seen the lookout towers as well yet, this is what they kind of look like. They kind of remind me of the Yukon Valley ones with that water tank there and just the way that they are constructed. So what do you guys think? Do you think these look more like Yukon, or do you think I'm just seeing things here? But they are very tall, so I do want to see how we can actually see something from up there. Ooh, and we've actually got our first Mexican bobcat, a level 7. Now, I did change the time to early time, so yeah, so these guys are going to be drinking from 4 till 7 or 4:30 till 7:30. And I mean, we might as well take this guy. We've got ourselves a 243. And even though we are going to leave render distance for being able to pick him up, I don't think that was a good shot actually. That bug should be fixed now. So we should be well able to go around, leave him out of 400 meters, and then come back and be able to pick him up still. Because that bug should no longer be an issue here. But I haven't tried it yet, so we might as well try and do that later as well, in case we actually do leave render distance here. And we've got 2 more level 6 there, a tan and I think, I forgot, was it called a brown or a red brown, something like that. But we might as well try and take those guys out as well. I'd preferably like to take the brown one again, or well, the red one, I don't know what it's called. But the kind of darker orangish one. But they're moving around quite a bit. So getting a good and clean shot on there is going to be a little bit tough. But we got it on that one, and if he's just going to stop kind of like the mountain lions do. And there we go. We are going to be dropping them pretty easily here. Ooh, and with that we also know what collared peccary drink time is. It is 0 till 3 a.m. Or well, 12 to 3:30 or 12:30 to 3. Whichever one of those combinations, but we do know their drink time now as well, so we might try and do that later as well in case we don't find any more of these cats down in the south. But let's take a look. What is this variation? It's called red fur variation. Again, I said this before, I love these models. I'm really happy with how they look with their whiskers. And in the lodge, when we looked at them yesterday, they looked good as well. So the fur didn't look anything like weird or like it was missing anything. So that is very good to see. And then obviously we have the seemingly more common tan fur variation, which just looks really, really sweet as well. And then here is our other Bobcat. Let's take a look. A7. It would have been a gold, but we shot it in the stomach and then fleshed it. So sadly, didn't get a vital organ there. Again, look at how amazing this looks. The sunrise, everything in this kind of orangey tealish kind of color. This is definitely gonna be going into one of my stream intro videos at the beginning with a sunrise or a sunset, because this just looks really, really cool. Ooh, we've got another level 7 back there that's already attentive at us. And there's apparently another one there that's mad. But let's shoot that one and then let's see if we can get this other one here as well and see him. Again, we're at one of these smaller watering holes and I just saw that run off, didn't I? It's right there. That looks really white though. You know what, we're just gonna try for it. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna try taking a couple of shots there, guys. That thing looked very bright white, like a lot brighter than the tan fur variation that we had earlier today. Now here is our 7, and we're just gonna quickly pick this up. It would have been a silver again. Bad shooting, my fault, but I want to quickly follow and see where this other one ran off to. I couldn't find its track, but that is currently something that we're all seeing. That some of the tracks sometimes are just not showing up, so I want to see if potentially I can just spot the animal out here in the open and try and get a follow-up shot, unless this is the track that I'm looking for. But I'm not sure because I didn't know if that's a male or female, but according to the call that was supposed to be a male. So yeah, let's keep an eye out here and let's take a look if I can see it. There we go, I see it. It is actually a female. And oh, there's actually a 5 there back there as well. Let's shoot that as well if I could. I know I'm using the wrong rifle at the moment, but I don't know. I just wanted this thing down, and obviously these rocks right here seem to be a good use for lookout here. And again, I'll show you guys the scenery real quick. You can look pretty far off into the distance here and see animals running away from these watering holes. So that might actually be a good technique if you're trying to get multiple animals and not create too much hunting pressure. You could just get them out here and take running shots at them if the area is this open and they're not too small of an animal. But this just looks like a tan again. Oh, this is actually a common. So commons don't actually mean tan, so they actually do have a common fur variation. Good to know. I am going to taxonomize this female for the multi-mount. But yeah, let's take that with us because I think I needed a female for that as well. But let's move on. That was the first one of these like really small watering holes up here. Next one that we want to get to is this one right over here. Now this right here is a super interesting water hole because it is actually a hole in the ground. So the name is definitely not deceiving here, but again, this looks really cool, and we do have a couple of the Bobcat down there. Now that one does look more white, doesn't it? Or is that just me again? But let's try shooting at them. Or no, that's just a common again, isn't it? In comparison to the tan. Come on. They seem to have a little bit of trouble getting out of there, but I will use that to my advantage to try and take down as many of them as I can. I think all of them were actually females, but I am not 100% certain. Oh, there's one more there. It's another female. I'm gonna let her run just for the need zone, but yeah, there is a good amount of them at this tiny lake here, which is good to see. Now let's take another look. Yeah, this is just a common. Again, I think all of these were actually females, but yeah, there's a tan and there was the common there. So there's actually a difference, but of course the tan and the red are just uncommons because, well, we've seen a couple of those at like so far. It's not like they're super rare, but they are cool looking. Oh, we've got another male here running right away from us, like right ahead of us. Let's just try and get that. Oh, there's another one as well. Hello. Let's take that 5 medium with us there as well. That should have been a decent hit. So we got ourselves 2 more males down. Probably both of them with bad hits, but I think they're both going to go down. Yeah, look, they are both right here. So they definitely don't run far if you hit them with the 243, which is good. Considering we only got this in the intestine and the flesh, and the thing really only ran like 50 meters. That is pretty impressive considering that the 243 is definitely not the strongest what am I saying, the strongest gun in the game, but got ourselves more of these down, which is going to be very, very good. So I feel like a lot of them are kind of around this part here. I did see some running around here, but they were just females, so I didn't shoot at them. But I did see them, and we're almost at the bottom here. We are at the end of their drink time. But I did want to see if I could find out if anything else here is going to be drinking after them as well. Maybe something like bighorn or mule deer even, or something else. I'm not sure, because we know that the peccaries drink before them. I know that the coyotes are kind of resting until now, so I wasn't sure if those would maybe start drinking now, but I'd assume that the coyotes are going to be drinking probably at night. So maybe something like 1900 to 1200, like 2400. Just because they have a resting zone starting at 0 till 4, I think it was. So yeah, I'm not sure when they're going to drink, but I'm going to look around here, see if I can see anything drink, and otherwise we are just going to speed up time after white-tailed deer drink time and see if anything else is going to come out then to go out and drink here. Ooh, and I just found out going to the south here that bighorn sheep actually drink from 4:30 to 7:30 as well. So they drink at the same time that the bobcats. Jeez, I'm getting mountain lions already mixed up again with these, with the bobcats. So they are going to be clashing together, but I've only seen so far bighorn and both of them together at this lake over here. But it is good to know that they are going to be drinking at the same area. Now, I don't think that they're always going to be at the same time, that they're not going to be in the same area. I don't think that's going to happen. But they are here at the south end, so this might be a potential area to go hunt these in the future, because according to having 2 outposts here, I think you can actually run along the whole south of the map here if you really wanted to. So I'd assume that there are going to be drink zones for the bighorn down in this area, but now we've kind of done a whole run down this side of the map for today. So I think tomorrow what we're going to do, we're going to try and navigate a little bit through here, try and figure out when mule deer and white-tailed deer drink. Well, we know when white-tailed deer drink, but we're going to try and figure out when mule deer drink, so that we can go ahead and hunt both of those here and see if we can maybe also find some other animals in this area. But again, that is it going to be for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun hunting these Mexican bobcats and just trying to see what else we could find around here. We found out quite a few new drinking zones and found out when the animals drink, so that is definitely going to be helpful for the full release. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please do definitely make sure to go ahead and smash that like button. If you are new around here, do make sure to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell icon for more early release content of the new map. And of course, most importantly, have a good day. Bye bye and peace.